This client was like, before I get any furniture in there, I need y'all to do what y'all do. I'm finna show y'all the whole process. He's gonna get the back of the TV taken care of. I'm gonna get this fireplace protected. That first line is exactly where the bracket needs to sit at. This next line you see me doing is the exact middle of the fireplace. And then we need both of these brackets 29 inches apart. So we'll go 14 and a half off the middle on both sides. And then we'll measure from both of those to the side of the fireplace. And both of them are 35 from the side. Now, is this the way I'm doing this install up to code? Hell no. But we doing this for the aesthetics. We want this TV perfectly flat. Now, what I did on this one, I stuck my phone in there like, all right, the stud right there. So I marked 16 off of that, thinking I got a stud here on this one. And then, okay, I got a stud on this other side. Hell no, it wasn't none of these studs. But I don't know that yet, so I made the first hole, went in there with the nail. Hell no, ain't nothing near close to a stud. But we gonna make all the rest of these holes, and we just gonna use some toggles. It's funny, because when I first started doing these installs, people in the comments were like, oh, he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Toggles on an install like that? But y'all know how it is on the internet. People just like to complain about everything. So these 1/4 toggles hold like 225 pounds each. And because the weight of the TV's sitting, they'll be just fine, I promise. I know y'all haven't really heard from me in the last week and a half. I ended up catching the flu and I was out of there. Now, when I'm putting these screws in, I don't want to tighten it all the way yet. I want to measure the distance off the side of the fireplace on one and then do the same thing on the other, just so I can make sure they're even. Once all those numbers look good, we'll do a test fit, throw the TV up there, and then I'll figure out exactly where I want to put this center channel at. That Kef center channel is my go-to when I got tile or stone or something like that. Now, behind that Smurf tube, there's supposed to be some HDMIs as well. So we'll come over here to the side of the fireplace, and you see that they're right here, but they're not up top where they're supposed to be. They actually fell in the wall. You see, I almost killed myself. After 10 minutes, I finally was able to get one of the HDMIs and then pull all the rest of the wires through there. The only wire that I really needed out of all that was that one purple wire. That's gonna run our center channel. I sent that fish tape to the other side. You see I'm taping the one connect wire, but it ended up being a little too thick to go in the hole. But I got a plan. It's a little black cover that comes on there. So we're going to take that off, tape it, and then we'll be able to get everything through there. This was the part that I was talking about wasn't up to code. So I guess the camera was like, nah, I'm up out of here. Now remember, this is the only cord we need for the TV, so got that through. Had to give y'all that look like I know what the hell I'm doing. Found the middle point on the fireplace again. This is the little template it come with right here, and then we want to use this laser to make sure it's perfect. This is gonna be the hole right here for the center channel wire. And look at this. I couldn't find a stud to save my life earlier, and now I run into one. Not only did I find the stud, I found these studs. So after drilling for 15 minutes, we finally threw that fish tape up through there. This gonna require a little finesse. I'm gonna use our magnet and then find that in there. See, I was a little excited. I knew I could do it. Normally, it just doesn't happen that fast. All right, so boom, now we're gonna tie the wire to that, bring that through. With the wire through, we just gotta worry about the bracket now. We're gonna use these old school toggle bolts right here. So we're gonna make 2 holes in that. Now the problem is we're gonna have to widen the entry area on the bracket a little bit. So we're gonna go through that, apply the toggle bolts, throw those in there, and then tighten everything up. There's 2 little Allen screws for the terminals. You'll loosen those up, throw the wire in there, tighten all that down, throw the center up there, and then just get everything cleaned off. We still got 4 more speakers, so we'll add the plates on this side, get these wires spliced. We're gonna add our speaker snaps, our banana plugs, makes it real easy for us. Now, as far as the TV, we're pretty much done with that. Just got the last couple things we wanna clean up, and then we can go ahead and bring the TV in, and this part is done. I ain't gonna lie, the power been off this whole time, so once I had everything plugged in, I'm like, what the hell going on? And I was like, oh, duh, the power. Once all the plastic comes off, make sure it's level. And the measurements came out to perfection. Now it's time for a quick break. Now, when I pull up to your house, it's my house till I get done working. So if I need to warm something up, just get out the way. Oh, they brought some donuts for us. Oh, they were so good. On these, I'm always cutting a small test hole so I can see what's going on behind the wall. You never know what you're going to find on something like this. I know I can't cut below that tape, and then I'm going to use this tape measure. That way the speaker on the other side is the same height as this one. This first one was all right. Now, see, this where the bullshit gonna get started, okay? I did my small little test hole, found out where the beam was at, got my measurements, did everything right. So then we're gonna start cutting.
Let me get the...
He was testing the other 2 speakers. So, all right, look. So I finally go to put the speaker in there, and damn. Now, I didn't see this because it was insulation in the way, but where am I supposed to put this speaker at? So I'm gonna just cut a little piece on the end, and we just gonna throw the speaker in there.
Goddamn.
I'm gonna go ahead and do my lunch break real quick. I'm gonna have Brother Johnny do a test cut on the front left, and the front right side of both of these two front speakers. I put a crease in that template at the bottom of the junction box. That way we can get the height the same on both sides. This was on the right side, so that one worked out. But we ain't out the woods yet. See, there's that crease I was talking about. Now, this is the last speaker, so I'm like, finally, all right, we cutting. We almost there. Went to go put the speaker in there, and I'm like, why the hell ain't this going all the way to the back? Come to find out, we got something else in the way. Look at this. When they fixed the drywall on the other side, that little piece isn't allowing the speaker to sit all the way in there. Multi-tool came to the rescue, took the piece out, and now we good to go on this front left speaker. Brother Derek's doing all the wiring. I'm gonna start on this sub. Now, what I noticed about the sub, it was super small. So I was like, I don't know how that's gonna sound. Hooked that one up, and then he heard the one that we brought. He was like, yeah, let's go with that one. So we gonna hook ours up. And that's pretty much gonna finish the job. Y'all let me know how it look.
You used to handle a couple of big dogs? That's what you did? Hey, bro, there's no fucking way. It was supposed to be like that.
Oh!
Hey, yo.
It's big.
That boy got a bakery on him.
Hey, come on, dog. That's too far.
Oh, my fault. Let me get him what he needs and I'll do it.
Shot for the tip.
I don't need that.